Although the Bible does not provide anything regarding the spirit of Jezebel, it does extensively discuss the historical figure who lived and acted imitating Jezebel. Therefore, when I refer to an individual as a Jezebel, I mean that they are behaving in an evil manner consistent with the woman Jezebel, whose character was dark, cunning, and coercive. It is important to note that a Jezebel can refer to either a man or a woman. However, for the purposes of this video, I am exclusively discussing a female Jezebel. The following are 4 biblical indicators that align with this notion. The biblical book of 1 Kings 16:30-32 introduces Jezebel, a princess from a nation that followed the false god Baal in her wicked beliefs. She wasn't satisfied with simply being a Baal worshiper. Rather, she sought to systematically discredit the truth of God and propagate the worship of Baal. She accomplished this by murdering God's prophets and financially supporting their prophets. In contrast, Ahab was an independent evil man. In the realm of public opinion, a Jezebel is exemplified by a woman who falsely accused a man of weeping, thereby irreparably damaging his standing, even if he is ultimately proven innocent. 1 Kings 21. Jezebel's husband Ahab begins to covet Nath's field. Nath refuses to give it to him, so he begins to pout and whine to Jezebel. She comes up with a plan. She writes letters in Ahab's name and tells her followers to plan a feast and to make Nath the head of the people there. But while at the feast, she instructs them to have 2 worthless men accuse Nath of cursing God and the king. When these men make these accusations, the people then stone Nath. Ahab and Jezebel then take his field. As Jezebel uses this tactic when things get desperate, she will try to seduce you first. But if you won't give in, she will then resort to false accusations against you. Next, a Jezebel uses blatant sexual seduction to manipulate men. Oftentimes, a Jezebel is physically attractive in sin. She has learned to use her body to control men in manipulative ways. After Ahab dies, Jezebel's son Joram becomes king, but then God anointed Jehu to be king. 2 Kings 9:22 then says, "And when Joram saw Jehu, he said, 'Is it peace, Jehu?' He answered, 'What peace can there be, so long as the wing and the sorceries of your mother?' When Jezreel arrived, Jezebel learned of the situation and proceeded to embellish her head and eyes while gazing out the window. Jehu then kills Joram en route to the city. Jezebel was enraged. Because the worship of Baal entailed such perversions, Jezebel resorted to using her sexual prowess once more in an effort to obtain what she desired. Furthermore, Jezebel's involvement in dark sexual sins is evident, as it is stated in Revelation 2:20. "Yeah, I have something against you that you tolerate that woman." Lastly, a Jezebel is attracted to passive men who tolerate seduction, manipulation, and heresy. Since a Jezebel delights in corrupting others, she is also attracted to passive individuals. A Jezebel who self-identifies as a prophet instructs and seduces her servants to engage in sexual immorality and consume food sacrificed to idols. Jesus reiterated in Revelation 2:20, "I have one thing against you, your tolerance of that woman." A Jezebel is attracted to passive men who are susceptible to being dominated by a woman with a charismatic or controlling personality type. To avoid a Jezebel, one must be a man who is resistant to manipulative women and does not allow their physical attractiveness to deceive him. Jezebel is aware that seduction and theological corruption require time. Men of strength, never permit a woman to lead you into darkness. Subscribe to our channel for more biblical content.